the microphone connected? It's connected. Hi guys, welcome to the new lesson. Hello everyone. Let's give everyone a few minutes to come in. Hello. Hello everyone. Hello, Duna. Hello everyone. Okay. Thank you for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining. Okay, I will give maybe like 15 seconds more and then we'll start. Hi. I'm reading all the comments in the live chat. Okay, everyone's coming in. Okay, that's wonderful. Now, I will start the lesson, guys. So today, we are going to learn... Oh, wait, sorry, guys. Where is the... Oh, I brought some example sentences here. Oh, sorry, guys. Okay, so let's start. So last time we learned 주다 verb combination, right? And what meaning it adds to the verb. And today we are going to focus on 보다 verb combination. And after we're done with 보다 combination, we're going to move on to 보이다 combination. It's also one of the verbs that we learned in our previous lessons, right? So let's first start with 보다 combination. 보다 combination. So we know what 보다 verb, this verb means, right? It means to see, to look, or to watch, right? But when combined with another verb, it means it adds quite different meanings. It doesn't mean to look or to see when it's combined with another verb. And there are actually 3 different meanings that 보다 adds to verb. And here are the meanings. And I actually brought this from Korean Wiki project on Google. And I thought it was a perfect explanation. And let's look at the first meaning. So for 보다 verb combination, this pattern is used to tell someone to try or to attempt something and to see the result of doing so. So the equivalent expression in English would be to try verb ing. So try doing, try eating, try playing. So 보다 adds that kind of meaning, to try that verb. And before we move on to the example sentences that I brought for the first meaning, let's first practice how to combine a verb with 보다. Oh, and I forgot to mention, guys. So here you can see that you can see this sign, //여 sign, right? So usually usually this sign indicates that you have to conjugate. Let me zoom it in. You have to conjugate a verb in present form. So this is a sign that is used quite often in a lot of books or Korean learning materials. And it's telling you to conjugate a verb in present tense and then put 보다. Usually in my lessons, I use the term present verb to not get you guys confused. But when or 여 sign is added after a verb, it means you have to conjugate it in present tense. So yes, we're gonna practice that. We're gonna practice how to combine 하다 with 보다 first. So 하다 means to do. So these are all basic verbs that I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of, except for 만지다. This is probably the very first time that I brought this verb in my lesson. So let's first start with 하다. 하다 conjugated in present form is 해. Right? So when it's combined with 보다, it becomes 해보다. And 먹다, conjugated in present form, is 먹어. right? Can you guys see it? 먹어. So 먹어, 보다. And 가다 means to, so I forgot. Let me write the meaning in each verb. So just in case you guys don't know the verb. And 가다 means to go. And when combined with 보다, it becomes 가보다. 가 is just 가 in present form, right? And 만지다. 만지다 means to touch. To touch. And 만지 is combined with but it becomes 여, right? 저, right? So 만져 is the present form of 만지다, and when combined with 보다, it becomes 만져보다. And 살다 means to live, and combined with 보다 verb, it becomes 살아보다. So the first meaning is to try verb, right? So it has a meaning of to try doing, 해보다, to try eating, 먹어보다, to try going, 가보다, to try touching, 만져보다, to try living, 살아보다. And I made example sentences with these exact verbs, these same 5 verbs. So as you can see, 해봐 from 해보다. Can you guys see? 해봐 from 해보다. 먹어봐 from 먹어보다. 만져보세요 from 만져보다, right? And 가봐 from 가보다. And 살아보다, 살아보고 from 살아보다. So these all sentences are based on these verbs. So let's first try translating the first sentence. So for the meaning number 1, it is used when telling someone to try or attempt something and to see the result of doing so. So can you guys try translating this yourself? 이 게임 재미있으니까 너도 해봐. 이 게임 재밌으니까 너도 해봐. So here, I'm pretty sure that you guys have taken my 서 versus 니까 conjunction comparison video. So do you guys remember what 으니까 or 니까 means? It means so, right? So. And when the next sentence is in imperative mood, right? And when it's imperative mood, instead of 서, 니까 is used, right? So I won't do further explanation. But I hope you guys remember from that lesson. So 이 게임 재미있 plus 으니까 conjunction, right? 재미있 obviously comes from 재미있다, which means to be interesting or fun, right? So this game means game. It's Konglish. As you can hear, it's Konglish, game. 이 게임 재미있으니까 this game is fun. So 너도 해봐. 너도 해봐. 너도. To is a particle that means as well or to. So you too 해봐. 해봐. Try doing it, right? So 해봐 is the present form of 해보다, right? 해보다 conjugated in present form is 해봐. So try doing it. You as well, try doing it. You try doing it yourself. This game is fun, so you try playing it too. 너도 해봐. And the next one, 이 빵 내가 만들었어. 먹어봐. 이 빵 내가 만들었어. 빵 means bread, right? Oh, maybe this is the first time that I brought this word, but it means bread. And 내가 만들었어. 만들다's past form. 만들다 means make, so it means made. I made this bread. 이 빵 내가 만들었어. 이 빵 내가 만들었어. And here some of you guys might be confused. So 이 빵, this bread is an object and I is subject. But in Korean, I heard it's in the order of subject, object, and then verb. But how come an object is placed first here? So I also told you guys about the exceptional cases, right? So when you are trying to kind of empathize the object, then object can be placed before the subject. It is possible. So yes, so this is not grammatically incorrect. This is grammatically correct sentence. You're trying to emphasize the object. So this bread I made. I made this bread. 먹어봐. 먹어봐. Can you guys guess what this means? 먹어봐 is the conjugated present tense of 먹어보다, right? Which means to try eating. So 먹어봐, eat, try it. It means to try it. So in English, the try verb itself contains the meaning of to drink or to eat or, to wear everything, right? But in Korean, you have to indicate what specific verb you are suggesting the person to try. So in Korean, you have to say 먹어봐, but in English, just try it would do, right? So hey, try it. I made this bread. And next one. 제 강아지 귀엽죠? 제 강아지 귀엽죠? My 강아지, puppy. My puppy. So puppy, 강아지 can also mean a dog. When you're talking about a really big dog, then you can also say 개. And 강아지 is a more, I guess, cuter way to say a dog. And 개 is like a really big dog, like an adult dog. So 귀엽죠? 귀엽죠? So 귀엽다, the adjective plus, Elita, thank you for the super chat gift. Thank you very much. So 귀엽다 means to be cute. And do you guys remember 조 sentence ending or question ending? So it's a ending for confirmation or affirmation. So it's saying it's cute, right? It's cute, right? 귀엽죠? 제 강아지 귀엽죠? My puppy is cute, right? 만져보세요. 만져보세요. Do you guys remember where 만져 comes from? It comes from 만지다, which means to touch, and 만져보다 means to try touching, right? So 만져보세요. 만져보세요. Hey, try touching it. Try touching my puppy. And actually, in English, it's weird to say try touching my puppy, right? It's better to translate it, try petting it, right? Try petting it. But in Korean, we just say 만지다, to touch a puppy. When you're kind of petting him, or how do you say it? Like calming him, we just say 만지다. We just say it's touching the puppy. So 만져보세요. And 보세요 is obviously 보다 verb combined with 세유 ending, right? I don't have to go into further explanation of this. 만져보세요. And the next one. 머리가 많이 아프면 병원에 가봐. 머리가 많이 아프면 병원에 가봐. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure out what this means. So 아프면, this is a conjunction that we learned, right? One of the conjunctions that we learned, and it comes from 그러면, which kind of means if, right? So if for a sentence, then next sentence, right? So if 머리가 많이 아프면, if 머리 means your head. So 머리 actually has two meanings. First one is head. Second one is hair. But here it means head. 머리가 많이. We also learned this adverb a lot. 아프다. This adjective we learned, it means 아프다 means to be sick, right? And it also means to hurt. So if your head hurts a lot, 머리가 많이 아프면, if your head hurts a lot, if you have a lot of headache, then 병원에 가봐. 병원, hospital에 to 가봐. Go, right? 가다 verb combined with 보다, 가보다. So, try going to the hospital. 병원에 한번 가봐. Try going to the hospital. That's the meaning. And next one can be a little bit tricky to translate. So, this is the expression that we also learned, right? 고 싶어. Verb 고 싶어. Stem verb 고 싶어 means to want to verb, right? Want to 살아보다. 살아보다. We learned means to try living, right? To try living. I want to try living in 미국. Do you guys know what 미국 is? Which country 미국 is? It means the US. So it means I want to try living in the US. And so it can be safely translated as I would like to have a chance to live in the US. I would like to have a chance to live in the US someday. I want to try living in the US. So it has that meaning. And yes, and it can also be used in, many situations where you want to get a chance to do that verb. So for example, I know that a lot of you guys are BTS's armies, right? BTS를, when you say BTS를 만나보고 싶어요. 만나보고 싶어요. It means I want to have a chance to meet, try meeting. So have a chance to meet BTS. So it can be used like this, 보다 expression. And there is also one more thing that I would like to add in this expression. So this expression, so when 보다 adds the first meaning of trying the verb or attempting the verb and see how the result is. Often, 한 번, the adverb 한 번 goes with 보다 verb. So actually the complete expression would be 한 번, present verb, 보다. So let me explain further. So I'm pretty sure that you guys are kind of confused because I didn't add further explanation to it. So 한 번 literally means its literal meaning is one time. So it means once. So 번 is a counter word that is used when counting how many times you have done something. So as you can guess, if you have taken my Korean counter lesson or from other sources, you know that 한 번 means once, right? 두 번 means twice. 세 번 means 3 times. 네 번 means 4 times. And how about 5 times? 5 times. From 5 times, the number is in its full form, right? So this one, I'm pretty sure you guys remember. This one all comes from a pure Korean number, right? So 하나 changes to 한 when combined with the counter word. 둘 changes to 두, right? 셋 changes to 셋. 넷 changes to 넷. But from 5 to 10, they all stay the same, right? So you don't have to change the form just because it's combined with the counter word starting from number 5, right? But for number 1, 2, 3, 4, it has to change its form. So yes, 한 번 means one time. And so literal meaning is one time. However, it doesn't necessarily mean to try just once. It doesn't necessarily mean that. 한 번 is just used to kind of emphasize trying or to make the verb 보다 sound softer, I would say. So I actually had some difficulty trying to figure out how to explain this for you guys, but if you guys are by any chance a native Chinese speaker or you guys know some Chinese, do you guys know this expression, 一下, 一下? So you put it after a verb, right? And 一下, 一 in 一下 means one, but this doesn't necessarily mean one time, right? You do it one time. You do that verb one time. It's just making the verb sound softer. So it does that too. It's kind of like that. So it adds that kind of nuance to it. So 한 번 verb 보다. This is the full expression. However, as we did it in all these sentences, 한 번 isn't always necessary. With or without it, it's fine. However, it is used. It is used. So you can say 이 게임 재밌으니까 너도 한 번 해봐. 너도 한 번 해봐. 한 번 combined with present verb, 보다 verb, right? And also 한 번 먹어봐. 한 번 먹어봐. Try it. 한 번 먹어봐. 한 번 만져보세요. 한 번 만져보세요. Please try touching it. 한 번 만져보세요. Again, 한 번 doesn't mean one time. You have to try it one time. It's just making the request, right? Not the request, but making the verb sound softer, sound more natural. Yeah, I really don't know how to explain this in English, but I hope you get what I mean, even just slightly. And also, 병원에 가봐 is fine, and 병원에 한 번 가봐 is fine too. 병원에 한 번 가봐. And 미국에 한 번 살아보고 싶어. 미국에 한 번 살아보고 싶어. It doesn't mean I want to live in the US once. It's just making the 보다 verb sound more natural. 미국에 한 번 살아보고 싶어. Okay, so that is all I brought for number one meaning, the meaning number one. And let's move on to the meaning number two. So this expression is used to say that someone has ever done or tried something before. It can also be used as a question to ask if someone has ever done or tried something. So for example, let's look at this sentence. You guys can see this clearly, right? 미국에 가봤어요. 미국에 가봤어요. To the US, 미국에 가, and 봤어 is the past form of 보다, right? So it's a past form. So it's a past form of 가보다, right? It's past form of 가보다. And this is used to express, to say that you have tried the action of going to the US. So it is used when you want to say you have the experience of doing that verb in the past, So 가봤어요 is used to indicate, sorry guys. Verb plus 봤어요 is used when you're trying to say that you have an experience of doing that verb in the past, right? So that is why. So I wrote it in a very small handwriting here. I'm not sure if you guys can see this. So that is why. So when you are talking about your past experience, that is why 보다 is conjugated in past form because you're talking about your past experience. So that is why this expression is usually used with past conjugated form, 봤어. So the fixed expression of this would be present verb plus 봤어. 보다's past form, right? So let's try practicing it in a sentence. So did you guys get how 미국에 가봤어요 means I have been to America? I have the experience of going to the America. So same works with this sentence. I've been to Korea before. I've been to Korea before. So let's ignore twice and just say 한국에. So to translate the sentence, okay, I can see that. Yes, you guys are getting it. Okay, 민주, 한국에 가봤어요. Yes, exactly. Thank you. 한국에 가봤어요 is the right expression. So present verb, 가다 from 가다, right? And 보다's past form, 봤어요, right? You don't have to translate before, you don't have to translate it because just by using verb plus 봤어요 expression, you are indicating that this is the past experience. This action is the past experience that you have done, right? So 한국에 가봤어요. I've been to Korea before. If you want to say I've been to Korea twice, literally two times, you can say Priyanka, yes, 한국에 2번 가봤어요. 한국에 2번 가봤어요. 2번, since it's an adverb, let's put it before the verb. So 2번 가봤어요. Or I've been to Korea 5 times. 한국에 5번 가봤어요. Okay, thank you for letting me know, everyone. And then next one. I've lived in the US before. 미국에 살다 from 살다, right? 살아봤어요 보다 has to be conjugated in past form, right? So this means I have lived in I have lived in the US. And you don't have to write before here, right? Because by putting verb 봤어요, it already means that you have lived. This is the past experience, right? So this indicates that you no longer verb now. So this is the past experience. You no longer are living in the US. This implies that. And also there is another expression that has the same meaning. I'm not sure how many of you guys have heard of this expression, but don't worry guys, we're not going to go into detail with this expression, but it is verb 니은 받침 은 저기 있어요. Verb 니은 받침 은 저기 있어요 also has the meaning of I have had the experience of verb in the past. So this is also the expression that is used to say that you have done something in the past. However, today we're not going to focus on this expression. So I'm pretty sure that some of you know this expression already. You guys might have learned it from somewhere else. But this lesson is focused on 보다 combination, right? So we are going to stick with the 봤어요 form, okay? So even if you know this expression, please do not use it because I think it might confuse other learners. And also I'm going to give out to you guys the quiz at the end of this lesson. And also in that quiz, please make sure to use 보다 expression, not 저기 있어요 expression, when you're translating the sentence that has a meaning of I have done this before, because I want to make it consistent with all the learners. Do you guys what I mean? Do you guys know what I mean? Okay, I'm sorry. I need to drink some water. Okay, you got it. And and I forgot to mention the question part, right? Actually, this is not that difficult. So do you guys remember how to make questions in Korean? So the simplest and the most common way to ask a question is to just put a question mark after a plain sentence. So this is not really that easy. So we don't need a detailed explanation on this. But 미국에 가봤어요 can both mean I have been to America, and when it's used as a question, it can mean have you ever been to America? 미국에 가봤어요? Do you have the past experience of going to the US? 미국에 가봤어요? So the same works with the rest of the sentences. 한국에 가봤어요? 한국에 가봤어요? Would mean have you been to Korea? And if you want to ask how many times have you been to Korea? You can say 한국에 몇 번 가봤어요? 한국에 몇 번 가봤어요? 몇 번. 몇 is a question word used to ask how many of the counter word there is, right? So 몇 번, how many times have you been there? And next one. Okay, sorry for the delay, guys. Moving on to the next sentence. I've made many mistakes so far. So to make a mistake in Korean is 실수하다 or 실수를 하다. But I will just say 실수를 하다. 실수를 하다. Oh, okay. So one of you already know the answer. 지금까지 많이 실수를 저질렀어요. Oh, you know a very advanced vocabulary right there. So you use 저지르다. However, we're going to go with a simple one, a simpler one. 실수를 하다, not 저지르다. So far, for so far, you can say 지금까지, 지금까지. So 까지, do you guys remember, means till, until, now, until now. So its literal meaning is until now, and so it means so far. Or to let you guys know of a more advanced expression, you can also say 여태까지, 여태까지, 지금까지 or 여태까지. Let's just remove the subject. 실수를 많이 하다 combined with 봤어. 해봤어요. 많이 해봤어요. 지금까지 실수를 많이 해봤어요. And so, do you guys understand why it works this way? Okay, so this is not the most difficult part. So let's just go with it quickly. So I've read that book. 그 책, that book. 프리యాం카, yes, 지금까지 실수를 많이 해봤어요. Yes. 그 책. Or you can put the object marking particle. 그 책을 읽어봤어요. Okay, so I am not interacting with the live chat right now, so that's probably why some of you guys might not be focused. But yes, 민주 and 캐논 그 책을 읽어봤어요. Yes. Is it okay if I go faster with these? Because they're not that important, right? You just have to conjugate a verb in present tense and put 봤어, right? So let's just go just like this, very fast. So I've ridden a horse before. So to ride a horse is to 말 means horse, and this goes with the verb 타다. So 타다 means to ride. It also means to ride a transportation, like ride a taxi or ride a car. But it can also be used with horse. So this is quite simple, right? 말을 타봤어요. 말을 타봤어요. And next one, I've tried bubble tea before. So this is the part where it can get a little bit tricky. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think should be used for tried here? What verb do you think should be used? So bubble tea. For bubble tea, you can just write bubble tea. That's how we say it in Korean. It's Konglish and it's cute. Bubble tea. 버블티를 I am waiting for you guys' comment or your live chat. Drink, yes. Bless you, Stella. Yes, Stella, that's correct. So, you can use the verb drink. And 민주, yes. 보부차. Hey, you guys, how do you say a bubble tea? Do you guys know what bubble tea even is? How do you say that in English? 보부차. I think it sounds something similar to 보부차. I forgot what it is in English. I think there was a word for it. It's not bubble tea, right? I think bubble tea is definitely Konglish. Sorry. Boba. Oh, boba. Yes, boba. Boba is the word. Boba tea. Yes. So yes, bubble tea is the word for boba, guys. Boba. Yes, boba. Oh, guys. Oh, so there is a delay, like maybe like, I don't know, a few seconds, maybe like 10 seconds gap between me and you guys. So the live chat is completely 100% live, but the streaming might get a little bit delayed to you guys, maybe like 10 seconds. So yes, that's why I'm getting your chat late. But yes, thanks for letting me know, guys. Bubble tea를, and you use the verb 마시다 for try because it's a tea that you are drinking. You're not eating it, right? So you use the verb 마시다 and combine it with 보다, and so it becomes 마셔 봤어요. You now have to conjugate it in past form because it's talking about your past experience. 버블 티를 마셔 봤어요. And for the last one, I've seen her before. Let's just go with 제 for her, okay? You guys remember what 제 is? We learned it in how to say he or she lesson, right? 쟤를, I have seen her. You can just say 봤어요. You don't have to say 봐봤다. 봐봤어요. It doesn't make sense. You don't have to say it. You can just say I saw her. 쟤를 봤어요. But actually, a more natural expression for this would be 본 적이 있어요. Does this expression sound familiar? 본 적이 있어요. I briefly mentioned another expression that is used to express your past experience, right? So to translate this, it's much more natural to go with this expression. So we're not going to go detail into this expression, but just to let you guys know, just in case you are curious or confused. So 쟤를 본 적이 있어요 would be the right translation. And our last meaning of 보다 combination. So 보다, it can also 보다 verb combination can also be used to make a command sound less strong and demanding. So this part is the part where I find the most difficult to explain because because it took quite some time for me to explain exactly what 보다 does in these kinds of situations. So basically, you put 보다 after a verb when you are telling other people to do. When you're telling other people to do something in a softer way. So it's not necessarily a request. But it's more like a soft command or encouragement or suggestion to do that action. So yes, these are the example sentences that I brought for meaning number 3. And I would say, so I try to think of an English equivalent expression in English, and I thought of do. So when you guys say, do open the door, please. Do open the door. I know that not many of you are, I'm not sure how many of you are native English speakers, but I'm pretty sure you're familiar with this expression in English. Do open the door, or do open the door, please. Or do go ahead, or do go ahead, please. So do here make the suggestion sound softer, right? Do open the door. do open the door, honey. Do go ahead. You know, it definitely makes it sound a lot softer. But it doesn't mean open the door is wrong. Do you guys know what I mean? So you can say open the door, please. But adding do open the door, by adding do open the door, by adding do to this expression, it makes it sound softer or more natural. Do you guys know what I mean? So yeah, 보다 in this kind of situation does that. So yes, for number 3, the third meaning, so it's not necessarily a request. You are not asking a favor. You're not asking a favor, but it's more like you are telling other person to do something or encourage or suggest other people to do something. So let's look at the examples with the first verb, 기다리다. I'm pretty sure you know what 기다리다 means now. It means to wait, right? And when combine it with 보다 verb, it becomes 기다. So conjugated in present form and then put 보다. So 기다려 보다, right? So let's look at this dialogue. So the person A is saying 아직도 사장님이 안 오시네요. 아직도 사장님이 안 오시네요. 아직도. So not yet. 아직 means not yet. And by putting 도, it's kind of emphasizing that something hasn't happened even yet. So 아직도, not yet. 사장님이 안 오시네요. 사장님. We learned that this means your boss, your superior at work, right? 사장님이 안 오시네요. Not coming. 시네요. So this is the 오시다 verb combined with the sentence ending 네요. And I haven't really covered all the sentence endings in depth in my lessons, but 네요 ending basically is used when you are, I guess, you are reporting what you feel or what you witness. So it's not in a serious way, but it is used. This sentence ending is used when you are stating what you witnessed, right? So boss is not coming. I see that boss is not coming yet. 아직도 사장님이 안 오시네요. 안 오시네요. And person B says 조금만 더 기다려 보세요. 조금만 더 기다려 보세요. So 조금만, we learned that just a little, right? Just a bit. Just a bit. 조금만, a bit only. So just a bit. 더, more, right? Just a bit more. 기다려 보세요. 기다려 보다 is used in this context, right? And when you say 기다려 주세요, this is not exactly appropriate because person B is not asking person A to wait for her, right? A is waiting for the boss, not person B. So she is not asking a favor. So 기다려 주세요 is not appropriate here, but instead she is encouraging her to wait a bit more, So that's why 보다 verb is used here. 보다 verb. However, it's not wrong to say 기다리세요. 조금만 더 기다리세요. 조금만 더 기다리세요. Just wait just a bit more, please. Sorry. Wait just a bit more, please. It's fine too, but by adding 보세요, it does make it sound softer. So actually, you will hear a lot of 보다 verb in these kinds of cases as well, in conversations between Koreans or Korean movies or Korean dramas. So it's helpful that you note this so that you don't get confused. This is not, suggesting the other person to try waiting, right? It's not try waiting, but it's making it softer, making the suggestion more softer. 곧 올 거예요. 곧 올 거예요. Soon. 오다 verb combined with future verb, right? So will come soon. He will come soon. 곧 올 거예요. And let's try with other verbs. 말하다. So 말하다 means to say or to speak, right? And when we combine it with the 보다 verb, it becomes 말해 보다, right? 말해 보다. So let's look at this dialogue. Person A asks, 지금 통화 괜찮으세요? 지금 통화 괜찮으세요? Now, right now, 통화 means phone call. Phone call, 괜찮으세요? So by using 세요 ending, it's asking, are you 괜찮아? Are you okay? Are you okay with phone call right now? So are you okay if I give you a phone? Is it okay to have a phone call with you? 지금 통화 괜찮으세요? And person B says, 네. 말해보세요. 말해보세요. It doesn't mean try saying. It doesn't mean that. It means, okay, do go on. Do proceed. Do tell me what you like to say. 말해보세요. And here as well, if you say 말해주세요, it would sound, it's not appropriate because person B is not asking a favor, right? Person A has something to say, and B is letting her say it. 말해보세요. 말해보세요. Please do go on. Please to say it. And let's practice with more verbs because it doesn't hurt to learn more verbs, right? So, 앉다. 앉다 means to sit down. 앉다 means to sit down. And when you say 앉아, combine in present tense, right? 앉아. 앉아보다. So by combining with 세요 ending, you can say 앉아보세요. 앉아보세요. It's softly encouraging the other person to sit down. Do have a seat. Do sit down. 앉아보세요. And this is also used often when you are asking the other person to turn on or turn off the light. So 키다, conjugated in present form, is 켜보다, right? 켜보다, and when conjugated in present tense, it becomes 켜봐. 불 켜봐. 불 means fire, but it also means light, as in this kind of light. So 불 켜봐 means turn on the light. Do turn on the light. It's softly commanding the other person to turn on the light. And when you want to say turn off the light, you can say 불 꺼봐. And also, 열다 means to open. Can I say 앉아봐? Yes. Actually, you can say 앉아봐. I'm just going with the honorific form, the 존댓말 form, because for foreigners, for Korean speaker as foreign language, there are many chances to use 존댓말 more than I guess 반말, because there are many situations where you encounter strangers, right? So that's why I'm going mostly with 세요 ending and 존댓말 form, but 앉아봐 is also fine too when you want to speak in 반말. 앉아봐, have a seat. So so you can say that. And also, when you want to tell someone to open the door, you can say 문 열어봐. 문 닫아봐. 문 열어봐. Open the door. Do open the door. 문 닫아봐. Do close the door. So these are the expressions that you can use, guys. And so, yes, I brought the one last sentence for 열어보다. So, 집에서 냄새가 나면 집에서 at home, right? 집에서 냄새가 나면 can you guys guess what this means? 냄새가 나면 So obviously this is 면 conjunction, right? And 냄새가 나다 we learned means to smell. 냄새가 나다. 냄새 is a noun that means smell, and 냄새가 나다 is a verb that means to smell. So if it smells at home, 집에서 냄새가 나면 if it smells at home, 창문을 열어보세요. 창문 means window. 창문 means window. And 열어보세요. Do open the window. Right? 창문을 열어보세요. Do open the window. So yes, that's pretty much it about the third meaning. And the last expression that I brought is 고 있다, verb combined with 봐. So 보다 in present form, right? 고 있다. So do you guys remember what verb plus 고 있어요 means? Do you guys remember? It's present progressive, right? It's present progressive. So it means verb ing, right? Verb ing. And this expression can also be combined with the verb 보다. And it can also be combined with 주다 as well. But I didn't mention it in our 주다 lesson, but I thought it would be better to mention it than because this is used often. So 기다리고 있어봐. 기다리고 있어봐. 곧 갈게. 기다리고 있어. This is a combination of the verb 기다리다, right? To wait. 고 있다. Present, progressive, ing, right? So this is waiting. Waiting. 보다. 기다리고 있어봐. So this means stay waiting. Stay waiting. 기다리고 있어봐. Do stay waiting. 곧 갈게. Soon. Go. Will. Right? I will go soon. I'll be there soon. Please stay waiting. Do stay waiting. I will go soon. 기다리고 있어봐. 기다리고 있어봐. And also 혼자 하고 있어봐. 혼자 하고 있어봐. Yes, please keep waiting. Yes, please stay waiting. Please keep waiting. And 혼자 하고 있어봐. 혼자 하다, alone do, present progressive, and 보다. So stay doing it alone. Do it alone for a while. Like stay doing it alone. 봐. 이따가 도와줄게. 이따가 means later. Later 도와줄게. So here I brought the verb that's combined with 주다 that we learned in our previous lesson. So I'm pretty sure that you guys know what this means. 도와주다 means to help, right? And 리을 받침께 let me or I will help you later. 이따가 도와줄게. I will help you later. 혼자 하고 있어봐. Stay doing it for a while. You know, 혼자 하고 있어봐. For now, just do it alone. I will help you later. So by putting 봐 instead of just ending the verb with 고 있어, it makes the suggestion sound a lot softer and natural. And yes, Yoonji, try doing it alone. I will help you next time. So 이따가 doesn't necessarily mean next time, but more means later. Later. And next one, the last one actually in this lesson. So 먼저 먹고 있어봐. 먼저 먹고 있어봐. 음료수 가져올게. 먼저 먹고 있어봐. 음료수 가져올게. 먼저, first. 먼저 means first. So there are a lot of ways to say first in different situations, in different ways. So 먼저 kind of means you go ahead first. That kind of first. Not like first, second, third, first. Do you guys know what I mean? So you 먹고 있어. Eating, right? 먹고 있어, eating. First eating, 봐. So you eat it first. You stay eating first. 먼저 먹고 있어 봐. Please try eating it first. 음료수 가져올게. 음료수 가져올게. 음료수 means beverage. Something to drink. Beverage. 음료수 가져올게. 가져올게. Do you guys remember from our previous lesson what the verb 가져오다 means? 가져오다. There's 가져가다 and 가져오다. They mean the opposite thing. So this is also the combined verb of 가지다 and 오다 and 가지다 and 가다. So 가지다 means to have. So it means to have and come, to have it and come, and to have it and go. So the first one means to bring. Yes, you guys are getting it. Bring. And the second one means to take. So 가져올게, 가져오 combined with future form. So I will bring the beverage. 음료수 가져올게. 먼저 먹고 있어봐. So it is okay to say all of these expressions without 봐, but by adding 봐, it does make it sound more natural and softer. So that's what 보다 does, and that is the third role of 보다 verb, of 보다 combination. So we learned how to use 보다 verb in different situations where it means different things, right? And I hope this wasn't too difficult. Personally, I feel it's a lot more difficult to explain than 주다 verb combination because it adds that nuance in a sentence, to a verb that's kind of hard to explain. But I hope you get 50% of it, more than 50% of it. And don't worry, guys, I also brought the quiz that you can do by yourself. So we're not going to do it here. We're not going to do this quiz here. But as I told you guys in our previous live class, the 주다 verb combination class, we are going to have a separate review class where we do all the quiz, right, for this class and the 주다 verb combination class. So these quizzes are all on my website. You can download this exact same file on my website. You can find the link in the description box to download this file. And I am sure. Sorry, guys. So I also posted the class schedule. Okay, so let me take this out and show you guys. So, okay, so here, how do I do this? So here, you can find the class schedule, right? The class schedule tab. And you will see that I am scheduled to have the review live class on September 11th, which is Friday. And it's Korea time, by the way. 11th, 9 a.m. It's Korea time. And we're going to do the review quiz for September 5th class and September 8th class. The verb plus 주다 combination, and also, oh my gosh, I almost forgot. This is not the end of the class, guys. Oh my gosh, sorry, guys. Oh, thank you so much again, Cam. Thank you so much. This is not the end of the class. I actually have one more. I'm so stupid. Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry, guys. I almost forgot. I almost didn't do it. No wonder this class was kind of too short, way too short compared to my other live classes. So there is one last verb that we were supposed to do in this class, which is 보이다 verb combination. 보이다 verb combination. So we are just finished with the 보다 combination. 보다 combination, right? And we're going to move on to the 보이다 combination. You guys are making fun of me in the comment section. Yeah, I deserve it. But yes, let's look at 보이다 verb combination. So, do you guys remember what 보이다 mean? 보이다? It is a passive verb. We learned it in our last lesson, right? The 주다 verb combination lesson. We learned this verb. It means to be seen or to be visible, right? To be seen or to be visible. So when a verb, it's pretty obvious what kind of meaning it adds when it's combined with another verb. It means to look like that verb. To look like that verb. So usually, or most of the time, it is combined with the present adjective. With the present adjective, not verb, because you want to say something or someone looks adjective, right? Someone looks healthy. Something looks too small, kind of like that. So I brought many adjectives that we can try combining with 보이다 verb. 보이다 verb. So we know that 보이다 conjugated in present form is 보여, right? 보여. 보여. So let's try conjugating these adjectives with 보이다. So how do you say? So 많다. Let's look at the meaning first. 많다. I'm pretty sure many of you guys know this word, but it means to be many. It's an adjective that means to be many or a lot, right? So when you want to say in quantity, right? In quantity. So when you want to say, it looks a lot. It seems like there are a lot. You can simply say 많, conjugated in present form. 많아. 많아 보여. 많아 보여. 많아 보여. Wow, it looks like there are a lot of them. 많아 보여. And 적다 is the antonym of 많다, which means to be small. To be small in quantity, right? Not in size, but in quantity. If you want to say small in size, it's 작다. It's 작다. But 적다 means to be small in size. It's small in quantity, so it's the opposite meaning of 많다. So when you say 적어 보여, 적어 보여, 적어 보여, it means it looks like there aren't many. 적어 보여, 적어 보여. Or if you want to say it looks small, 작아 보여. You can say like this, 작아 보여. 이 드레스 너무 작아 보여. 이 드레스 너무 작아 보여. This dress looks too small. And moving on to 어렵다 and 쉽다. So I'm pretty sure you guys remember the 비읍 받침 불규칙. 비읍 불규칙. So if an adjective has 비읍, if it ends in 비읍 받침, then it follows a different rule, right? So, yes, you guys are getting it in the comment section. 어려워, right? This is the present form of 어렵. 어려워 보여. 어려워 보여. 한국어는 Korean. 어려워 보여. Looks difficult. 어려워 보여. And we can now easily conjugate it. You just delete 비읍 받침 and put 워. Same with this one, right? 쉬워 보여. 쉬워 보여. 쉬워 보여. It looks easy. 쉬워 보여. How about the next two verbs? 행복하다 and 슬프다. You look happy. 행복. So this one's easy. You can just replace how with 해 for present verb. 행복해 보여. 행복해 보여. You look happy. How about you look sad? 슬퍼 보여. You look sad. 슬퍼 보여. So we are writing it in 반말 form, right? All of them. But I'm pretty sure you know that in 존댓말 you can also put you, right? 많아 보여요. 적어 보여요. But to save time, we're just going with the 반말 form here. I'm pretty sure that you guys are not getting mixed up when to use 존댓말 and when to use 반말. right? I hope that you guys know the difference by now, clearly. And how about 깨끗하다 and 깔끔하다? 깨끗하다 and 깔끔하다. So they both have similar meanings, but they mean slightly different things. So 깨끗하다 is an adjective that means to be clean, and 깔끔하다 means something is neat. So there is certainly some difference between these two, right? 깨끗하다. So if you want to say something looks clean, for example, if you want to say the bathroom looks clean, you can say 화장실. 화장실 means bathroom. 화장실이 깨끗해 보여요. Let's use 존댓말 this time. 깨끗해 보여요. 화장실이 깨끗해 보여요. And 깔끔하다 means neat. So you can say 깔끔해 보여요. 깔끔해 보여요. 깔끔해 보여요. Something looks neat. 깔끔해 보여요. 글씨가, you can say 글씨가 깔끔해 보여요. 글씨가 깔끔해 보여요. 글씨 means handwriting. So your handwriting means, your handwriting is 깔끔해 보여. Your handwriting looks neat. And the opposite meaning of each clean and neat is 더럽다 and 지저분하다. So 더럽다 means something is dirty because it hasn't been washed for a while, so that's why it's dirty. 더럽다. But 지저분하다 means something is messy. Something is messy. So it's not organized, it's not neat, it's kind of like all over the place. That kind of messy, we call it 지저분하다. 지저분하다. So I don't have to write it. Oh, you guys are already writing it in the comment section. 더러워 보여 and 지저분해 보여. Yes, Canon 1000 milliliter key. That's a really interesting username. Yes, so you can conjugate these adjectives like that and combine it with 보이다. And our last two adjectives. 건강하다 means to be healthy, and 피곤하다 means to be tired. So when you want to say someone looks tired, you can say 건강해 보여요. 건강해 보여요. 건강해 보여요. 보여요. Or let's combine this with 세요 ending. 건강해 보이세요. 건강해 보이세요. Maybe you're talking to someone that you want to show respect to. So you look healthy. 건강해 보이세요. 건강해 보이세요. Last one. 피곤하다. 피곤해 보여요. Or if let's say you're talking to someone that you should be showing respect to. 피곤해 보이세요. 피곤해 보이세요. 피곤해 보이세요. You look tired. 좀 쉬세요. 좀 쉬세요. Take a rest for a bit. 좀 쉬세요. 좀 쉬세요. Alright. So yes, 쉬다. She comes from 쉬다, which means to take a rest. Okay, so yes, guys, moving on to, so that is really the end of this class, guys. That is all that I brought. I'm so sorry that I forgot in the middle of the class. So yes, that's how 보다 and 보이다 verb combination works and what kind of meaning they have. And also, as I told you guys, I already uploaded these files, this quiz file on my website, and also along with the quiz for 주다 verb combination lesson. So you guys can print them out. And based on those quiz, this Friday, 9 a.m. Korea Standard Time, 9 a.m. this Friday, we will do a review quiz lesson. So I hope you guys finish the quizzes and then join. So if you could join, that would be really awesome. But if you can't, don't worry. I always save all the live classes. So please don't worry if you can't. Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining. I'm so sorry for the mess that happened in between. And thank you so much, guys, again. And I will end this live stream, guys. So let's say our final goodbye in the comment section. Thanks, Vicky and everyone. Thank you, Cam. Thank you, Noor, Alam. Thank you, everyone. So let's take 10 more seconds to say goodbye, and I will really end this stream. So, bye, guys. Bye. Thank you for joining. 와주셔서 감사합니다. And Robin, thank you so much for the hard work. Your help helps me so much doing this live class. Let's give it out to Robin, our moderator. Yay, Robin. Bye.